This is Activity 5.4 on page 182, Filtering Data by Using Slicers and Timelines. We have the workbook My Sales Data open. You are pleased with the modifications you have made to the pivot table reports and the new pivot charts that you have created. You realize that the initial questions you asked to analyze your data were from your own perspective. In order to make the pivot tables and pivot charts more flexible, you decide to create a timeline and insert slicers. This will enable you and anyone else to view sales data in many ways. Number 1, insert a timeline to view fourth quarter sales values for the Southwest region. We're going to navigate over to our worksheet titled Sheet 2. And we're going to move our pivot chart to clearly see the pivot table if necessary. So you just don't want that overlapping in any way. Make sure you're clicked anywhere into your pivot table, and up on your Analyze Contextual tab, we're going to go to the Filter command group and select Insert Timeline. This opens up the Insert Timelines dialog box. We're going to check off Order Date and click OK. You can also click and drag the timeline to move if necessary. And we're going to select the time level drop-down arrow. And we want to see this in quarters. We're going to select quarter 4 of 2018. So you can see the years here, 2018 and 19. So this is quarter 4 of 2018. And you can see that both the pivot table and pivot chart update to show only quarter 4 values. Number 2, insert slicers to filter the pivot table and pivot chart. Again, make sure you're clicked anywhere inside your pivot table. And we're going to go up to the Analyze Contextual tab. And in the Filter command group, now we're going to insert a slicer. This opens up the Insert Slicers dialog box. And from here, we want to check off State and also Salesperson, and then click OK. So here you have your State and Salesperson slicers. You could move them so they're not overlapping if need be. You can see when you're working with these, your screen gets a little cluttered sometimes. That's the only downside about these. Using the slicers, we want to filter for sales in New Mexico and Texas for the salesperson of Anderson. So in our state slicer, which is here for me, we're going to select the multi-select button. So that's this button in the top right-hand corner. And we want to select Arizona and Oklahoma to disable those states. So you can uncheck that and uncheck Oklahoma. And then in the salesperson slicer, we're going to select Anderson. So our pivot table and pivot chart update to show total sales for Anderson in Texas in quarter 4. Noting that Anderson does not have any sales in New Mexico. So that's why that didn't show up for us, because he has no sales in New Mexico. So you should have a blue column and an orange column, Bluetooth speaker and laptop. So this is just quarter 4, 2018 for Anderson in Texas. All right, we can go up to our quick access toolbar, save our updates, and we can completely exit out of Excel as this is our last activity for this lesson.